Food security cannot be achieved without the participation of all relevant stakeholders. The Minister of Primary Resources and Tourism stated the matter at the 7th Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation APEC Food Security Ministerial Meeting. Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Setia Dr. Awang Haji Abdul Manaf bin Haji Matusin also emphasised that there is a need for collective actions to ensure lasting food security and to boost sufficient food reserves in the long term. According to the Minister of Primary Resources and Tourism, Brunei Darussalam continues to explore and implement various efforts to maintain food security and long-term food reserves within the country. The meeting hosted by Thailand yesterday via video conference recognized the three priorities, namely being open to all opportunities, connected in all dimensions and balanced in all aspects. Malaysia's 2021-2025 National Food Security Policy Action Plan, DSMN, will ensure a long-lasting national food security for the country, covering 5 core strategies, namely the expansion in the use of technology, empowering of research and studies, empowerment of food security data, expansion of strategic collaboration, as well as strengthening the governance of departments and agencies. The DSMN also outlined 15 strategies and 96 initiatives to ensure the sustainability of the country's food supply at all times, especially in the face of unexpected situations, including natural calamities. It also complements another policy document, namely the National Agro-Food Policy 2.0, 2021-2030, NAP 2.0, that aims to modernize the country's agricultural sector and increase output. Institute of Strategic and International Studies Malaysia ISIS Chief Executive Harizal Hazri said the goal is to forge a resilient, inclusive, competitive and sustainable agro-food sector that is prepared to mitigate and manage food security crises and disruptions of agro-food value chains. He pointed out DSMN will not only ensure Malaysia's food security but also cut down its food import bill. The nation's dependence on food imports rose from 51.4 billion ringgit Malaysia in 2019 to 55.4 billion ringgit Malaysia in 2020, and the figure is expected to rise, he said. Meanwhile, Malaysia's Agriculture and Food Industry Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Ronald Kiandi said there were 4 main dimensions that will ensure a long-lasting national food security for Malaysia. The 4 dimensions are availability, access, food security and nutrition, as well as natural sources and sustainability. Ronald added that one such continuous effort was the ministry's attempt at reducing the country's dependence on foreign rice imports of 30%. He said food supply in the country was stable and various efforts under the National Agro-Food Policy 2.0 were being conducted to ensure the availability of food for people in the country. Food security is an important element in Malaysia's economic growth while meeting the basic needs of the population. Apart from being more than just ensuring there is enough and affordable food to eat, food security is also about the quality of the food and the reliability of global supply lines. With the rapid population growth, demand for food is expected to increase by 70% to 100% by 2050. Therefore, the country's food system needs to be strengthened to be more resilient and sustainable. This includes improving network performance in all activities related to production, processing, distribution, preparation, and consumption of food. In a report released January this year by the Economist Intelligence Unit EIU for 2021, Malaysia is ranked 39th out of 113 countries in the Global Food Security Index GFSI. The government is continuously strengthening the country's food security and working to improve its position in the GFSI in line with its initiative to further empowering the agro-food sector under the 12th Malaysia Plan. Food supply in the country is stable and various efforts under the National Agro-Food Policy 2.0 2021-2030 were conducted to reduce the nation's dependence on imports by promoting local agriculture and agro-based industries. These sectors were the main agendas of the recent Malaysia Agriculture, Horticulture and Agrotourism Expo Maha 2022 that focused on new approaches based on modern technology and sustainable development. Themed Food Security for the Future, Maha 2020 was a huge success after securing over 260 million ringgit in sales volume, with more than 1.4 million visitors recorded. Various Memorandum of Understanding MOU were also signed between international and local operators with a total investment value of over 5.64 billion ringgit.